Right now at 6, law enforcement across our area continues to cash in. Officers have seized tens of millions of dollars from people without ever having to charge them with a particular crime.
Yeah, this is part of a controversial asset forfeiture program. Critics call it policing for profit. In the latest installment of our forfeited investigation, we discovered police and sheriff's departments across Charlotte have in the bank a combined $16 million in seized cash.
As Nate Morabito learned that police that have seized and kept so much money through this program that they have not even spent it all yet.
The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department has by far the most money on hand. $8 million as of the latest reporting period, and the department tells us it's making plans to spend that money. Police departments have long defended the practice of asset forfeiture.
They call it policing for profit. I don't think that's a fair characterization.
As a way to disrupt large criminal enterprises and inject the cash they seize into protecting their communities.
What better use of the bad guys' resources that they've earned that way to put it back into law enforcement?
A WCNC Charlotte investigation found local police departments have collected almost $21 million since 2018. Departments have used some of that money for criminal investigations and training, travel, awards and memorials, and to buy body cameras, generators, cars, a motorcycle, handguns, and a golf cart to patrol the greenways.
They literally can't even spend that money.
But public records show, even after those expenses, their fund balances are still overflowing, with a combined $16 million available as of the end of June.
It seems to be a problem where you're bringing in more money than you can obviously even spend.
Former prosecutor and criminal defense attorney Eric Rowell is on a crusade for more transparency and awareness of the practice.
It's hard to ignore the abuses that take place.
Well aware of cases.
Just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it.
Including those we exposed.
They just took my money without any consent.
Where police seizures took money away from people who were never convicted of any crimes tied to the cash.
It's just a matter of just constantly being vigilant with our local government to make sure that they're doing the right thing.
In his town of Huntersville, the police department's most recent annual report shows a combined $765,000 in forfeited money remains on hand.
I ask a lot of questions, and I've gotten comfortable doing that, and I do wish there were more people doing it. If I was elected, I would make sure.
Rowell, a libertarian, has twice run for a Board of Commissioners seat unsuccessfully, despite his losses.
I just have a few questions.
Some of the town's elected leaders have raised concerns too.
We don't know where each dollar comes from. That's an issue for me, and that should be an issue for all of us.
While the chief has said he's hopeful the town can better track how these cases start and finish in the future, the department has said it's unable to provide specifics of past cases, including how many resulted in actual criminal convictions.
It has to be related to a crime.
But has insisted all cases are tied to large-scale criminal operations.
Get asked the question, how many people's rights do we violate? I would have to say 0. We've got no complaints. We've got no ethics violations.
An HPD spokesperson told us the agency has yet to determine the allocation of its remaining money. The department declined an on-camera interview, just like the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. CMPD told us the agency has a plan to spend all of its $8 million beginning in July, after the council approves the next budget. But the police department has not yet told us specifically on what. We asked more than 2 weeks ago.
They're bringing in a lot of money.
Back in Huntersville, Rowell remains skeptical of asset forfeiture in general and has no plans to stop asking questions anytime soon.
We need to know whether or not our local law enforcement is involved in taking money or property from potentially innocent individuals.
We told you CMPD still has $8 million on hand. That's after the agency spent $1.3 million of its cash the prior year. One of its most recent purchases with this money? A new bomb truck. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.
As we've mentioned, this is just the latest chapter in our forfeited investigation series.
Yeah, we've heard multiple stories and voices, and that's led our Where's the Money team to dive deeper into the books and check receipts. Tonight on WCNC Plus, Nate Morabito talks with our Jane Monreal about how this investigation started, how it picked up speed and attention from lawmakers, and where this asset policy stands now. So that's airing tonight at 6:30. Once again, it's on WCNC Plus. That is available on your favorite streaming device.
Right now.